A little seagull was sitting on the ledge of a rock. He could see his brothers and sisters flying high up in the sky. They were enjoying themselves. His sisters were calling out to him. But little seagull could not even think of venturing further. He saw his mother looking at him from the far end of the rock. He trotted towards her. When his mother saw him coming towards her, she spread her wings and flew off elegantly. She thought that little seagull would imitate her and come after her. But the little seagull was afraid. He couldn't fly. Oh, how he wished he could fly like his brothers and sisters. But no matter how hard he tried, he could not bring himself to take the leap. The little seagull sat on the rock, looking sadly at everybody catching fish and playing. His father had closed his eyes and was sleeping in the warm sun. The little seagull was feeling very hungry. He had not eaten anything since the morning. It was noon. He desperately wanted something to eat. He looked around. There was nothing. He even tried eating the hard shell that lay beside him. Eee! It was horrible. He spat it out in disgust. He could hear his brothers calling him. They were making fun of him. They were circling above the sea, playing with each other. The little seagull came to the edge of the rock. But no, he immediately took 2 steps back. The precipice was too high, and the sea was very deep. He was sure he would fall and die. The little seagull stood near the ledge on one leg. The other leg was hidden under his wing. He closed his eyes, pretending to be asleep. He thought that his family would take pity on him and throw some pieces of fish near him. But nobody took any notice of him. Tired of waiting and growing hungrier by the minute, he opened his eyes. The little seagull looked at his mother. She had a fish in her beak. She looked at him and then started eating the fish bit by bit. The little seagull had never thought that his mother would behave in such a cruel manner. He looked at her with tearful eyes, begging her to come and give a part of the fish to him. But his mother turned her face away. After a while, the little seagull saw her flying towards him. She had a fish in her beak. The little seagull was thrilled. He knew that his mother could not eat without him. He opened his beak for the fish. But wait a minute, what happened to her? As soon as she came near the rock, she turned in the opposite direction. The little seagull was left with his mouth open. Again he saw her flying to him. This time the little seagull came very near to the edge of the rock. He would certainly catch the fish. But again, as soon as his mother came within reach, she flew away. The little seagull was speechless. Poor boy. What sort of a game was his mother playing on him? Why couldn't she drop that fish in his open mouth? He couldn't bear his hunger any more. Now that little seagull was even more determined to catch the fish somehow. He prepared himself by balancing on the precipice. As soon as his mother came, the little seagull plunged forward. He could neither catch the fish nor maintain the balance. He fell. He was terrified. He was falling and he was going to die. Suddenly he spread his wings and flapped them vigorously. What a wonder the little seagull could fly! He flapped his wings harder and managed to soar high up in the sky. He felt so free. He looked here and there with pride. He dived into the sea and caught a trout. It was delicious. After staying hungry for such a long time, now he wanted to eat as much as he could. He could see how proud his parents were feeling. He was happy. His brothers called out to him. The little seagull felt so grown up. He flew to be near them, after flying and eating to his heart's content. Now he felt tired. He wanted to rest. He tried to land on the blue sea beneath. His family had landed on it many times. He swooped down and tried to stand on the sea. Hey, what was this? His feet were sinking below. Oh my god, he was going to drown. He screamed for his mother to come and save him. But nobody came to his rescue. He felt sick and tried desperately to flap his wings and fly. But he could not do it. By then, his feet were below the water, and then his tummy touched the surface. He did not sink any further. It was like magic. He was floating. His family had been watching him from far. They swooped down on the little seagull to congratulate him.